Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a while and play a little bit more Dead In Bermuda. Let's get rid of some depression on this side. And Alice, sorry, I need you to cook food for me. We're doing pretty well right now in-game. I feel like we're humming along. We don't have like a million things done, but we're definitely accomplishing stuff. And Ileana's at the point where she can fish all by her lonesome, which is pretty sweet. I will probably drag you over here so that this maybe gets done a little faster. And how is your fatigue looking? Oh, you leveled up. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to work on, she has scavenging. She has stealth. I think taking stealth up to max is going to be nice. After stealth, I figure I'll probably work on... Oh, I don't know. She could use some strength skills, because a lot of the stuff she's invoking are related to strength. Like, what is exploration? Does that affect... Okay, so it's a constitution-related ability. Let's go in on exploring then, since that seems to be what I have her doing mostly anyways. Relationships right now are strained, but then again, we have a lot of unlikable people in our party, so what are you going to do about it? Just about everybody in our party is an asshole. At least 50% of us are, and that's about all it takes. Think of real society if 50% of people were assholes. I think they might be. It might be a rough quantitative guess, but I'd say probably 50% of people in life are assholes. And look how well normal life works. It doesn't work at all. Got 8 fresh fish over here, so everybody's going to get to eat tonight, which is pretty sweet. Everybody loves eating. Eating is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I love eating. It is the best. I wish that you could just eat like a conveyor belt and nothing would ever go wrong with your stomach. Like you could just keep eating and it would just keep being awesome. I really, really, really wish that, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. You can eat and then you get stuffed and then you get fat and then you're just like, oh, now I gotta work out, and then you get more hungry from working out. It's like, it's a cycle that never ends. It's a cycle that never ends. She's at 92% right now of the next zone. Time for our nighttime conversation. There are too many useless people in this camp. It's an objective waste of resources. If we want to survive, we gotta cut off the bad seeds. Oh, he's doing the same thing. He's gonna try and kill Bob. Why are you trying to murder people so much, man? Calm down. You're an asshole. Go ahead and throw around some meals real quick. There we go. So that looks pretty good. We don't have a lot of beef jerky left, but we should be able to make that pretty soon. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Got lots of people injuring each other, though, which is kind of a issue. I don't know. We got a lot of injuries around. Everybody's sitting at, like, weird levels of injury. So, Ileana, do you have no problems right now? Oh, she has no problems right now. That's pretty cool. So get back on fishing, I guess. He's still got depression. She's still got depression. They've got fatigue. Whatever. I'll leave them right there for a bit. On this side, fatigue and depression are moving along, but it's not that bad. And then we don't have anything to cook, so I really don't see any point in having her hang out over there. I'll probably put her on the exploration team, I hope anyways, although it's a waste to have her there right now, so let's rotate that. Looks good to me. Let's check our new zone as well. 2 monkeys praying. Oh, they're monkeys. I get it. You stumble across a very strange scene. 2 little monkeys are kneeling and praying in front of a big wooden Christian cross. What if I pray too? What happens if I pray? You failed with a 93%? I'm gonna call shenanigans on that, Chief. I'm gonna call shenanigans on that. You kneel beside the monkeys and start praying with them. They don't seem to bother. Huh. So should I murder him? Who could hunt the monkeys? Killing the monkeys will make us depressed? But why? Everybody loves killing monkeys. I'm gonna kick these monkeys' asses. It's on. It's a perfect opportunity. The monkeys are hypnotized by the cross, and they can't even notice your presence. You kill them. You easily kill them in the back. Ha! I killed you in the back. I slew you in the duodenum. You feel a bit ashamed, but you will have a full stomach tonight. I don't feel ashamed. Food's food, fool. What? We destroyed the cross, too? Well, damn. Apparently, we overcompensated for our strength. Knocked the cross over and destroyed it, too. Balls. And now we're depressed. Hooray for adventures. What I learned today, go out in the jungle, get depressed. Well, we have enough meat to eat tonight, so that'll be cool. So we about done with that drying rack? Need more racks around this camp. We don't have any racks for anything. We don't have stick racks, rock racks. We don't have food racks. You get what I mean. Depression decreases slightly. Fatigue is still looking pretty good. They get along momentarily. 8 fresh fish from that side, so that'll be good. It looks like we get to eat tonight, which will be fun. Got 5 wood on that side. I don't even know why I'm farming this anymore because we've basically built everything after this, so I could technically just stop right now and put them all on like 100% medicinal herbs or something. I don't know if you can turn the rope into cloth later on, but it'd be nice. A new area is discovered. Her fatigue is up a little bit, but let's take a look at the new area. Where did she go? Oh, it's up top. Weird. It's off camera. I can't see it. Find the sleeping lion. There's a sacrificial altar. You find in the middle of nowhere an altar made of carved stone. A decapitated bull's head is standing on it. You get the chills at the thought that its eyes are looking at you with a gleam of untamed rage. Maybe offer some meat? You get the feeling that this altar was used to pay respect to some old god. It may be better to get on his good side, just in case. So did anything happen? This makes us depressed, huh? We'll see what happens here. You pray for a while to your god, but you've got no response in turn. And well, ain't that just like a deity? Like, I'm totally up here, I promise. I'm not gonna answer you or anything, but, you know, I'm up here, and you have to be better believe in me. I'm up here. Figure it out. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything for you, but I'm up here. Oh, God. Let's see. Should I search it? Let's search it. You search around the altar, but you don't really find anything. No glyph, no riddle. The bull's head is fresh, blood still dripping from it. Sends a shiver down your spine. Oh, we got ancient knowledge. That's pretty cool. I like ancient knowledge. I don't know if I should take the bull's head. That seems problematic. What if it wakes up Cthulhu or some shit, and then our lives just like suck because now we're dodging giant sea monsters rather than, you know, all the horrible shit that we've already been ducking for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, we've been here for 75 days. This is like the adventure that just never ends. It's the adventure that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Alright, so we're going to go off to this left side. Fatigue's still okay over here. Oh, shit, I needed to cook dinner. Balls. We finished crafting the recipe meat dryer. That'll definitely help. With this tool, we can transform meals into dried meals. Not as tasty as hot meals, but they can last forever. You can now assign one character to dry meals to transform fresh fish and fresh meat into dried meals. Seems like a better plan. We'll probably go after that sometime soon. Fatigue's up a ways. Depression drops pretty considerably, actually, on Alice. Fatigue, however, completely different story. They got along while they did it, though, which is all you can ask for sometimes. 3 fresh fish on that side. 8 fruit right there. Can we dry the fruit? Because I love, like, dried guava and, like, papaya and all that kind of stuff. It'll give you the shits, but I like it. I mean, don't eat it too much. I guarantee you'd be running off to the bathroom just like, oh, Lord! But, you know, sometimes these things happen. So tell me, you don't have a husband by choice, or is it just because you're unbearable? Or maybe you fart in bed. I was wondering, did you marry him before or after he was fat? Maybe it's your fault? So, you don't regret giving up your life to work, now that we certainly have no chance to have a future? Nah, say nothing. No one understands you anyways. And you were wondering why your wife left you? Ha! You're funny. A very fun day. The look on their faces, it makes me laugh every time. What an asshole. She's the worst. Just run around trolling people all day, every day. I forgot to cook our food. I feel pretty guilty about it. I figure I'll probably just deal with it tomorrow, or we could just use this ridiculously huge source of fruit that we have around. Yep, they definitely need a way for you to, like, apply this to people quicker. Like, make it stick to your clicker, and then you can just, like, spam on it or something. I figure we'll go next. So 6 out of our fish and 1 out of fresh meat. Okay, so stuff went bad. That's the storyline here. Shit went bad. I'm gonna take her. And why is my screen not rotating again? There we go. We'll sit her right there to cook the remainder. She's still out here fishing, and we'll turn the rest into whatever we need. She's got fatigue and depression, so let's bring her back in here for a round. He's good to go, so we could probably just have him look around the island for a bit. This side, they're all finished up, so let's go ahead and give them a well-needed break. There it is. Okay, she's looking good. Everybody's in a place where I want them to be. Fire's about to die down. Don't care. Let it die. Let it burn. Let it burn. Yep, don't care. I'm going to get Usher up in here. Let that thing burn out. I don't care. Let it die. I'll dance in the street like Tom Dubois. That's one of my favorite, like in all the Boondocks, that's one of my favorite things his wife calls him. Are you still doing the music video thing? Oh, it's the best. I love that show. The Boondocks is probably one of the most socially aware shows that's ever been on television. It's a smart little show. It is a smart little show. Fatigue is looking a little nasty over here. He's going to explore a little ways. He's not going to get much done, but it's just something to occupy him with while everybody else does other stuff. How many fish do we have remaining now? 2 fish? Well, here, you go up there then and we'll dry that fish. Whenever we have a surplus, I'm going to do my best to kind of just like get rid of it. Depression and fatigue are kind of high. Let's move you over here because you've actually got a low threshold right now. Sickness is at 1% on you. I'll deal with that later. Yeah, that works. We got this. And then for Bob, let's get your depression down, and then I'll rest you one more time tomorrow, and then we should be all right. Her fatigue may go out of control here, but I want to test this out more than... Oops, I will check that now. I'm not going to be snide anymore, Fire. I promise I'll never make fun of you again. We're actually going through fire pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and set that up. So we got 2 dried meals right there. That's really, really cool. That'll be helpful. I'm excited to see, like, every time we have a surplus, we end up just letting it rot. And so now we can turn it into bonus rations. Or we could just turn it all into rations, and then we could never lose anything. I mean, it really sort of depends the direction we want to go with this, but I do feel like this opens up our tactical options quite a bit. Got 5 fruit right there. Fatigue is getting a little high on some people, so we're probably going to have to rotate workers pretty soon. 6 wood right there, which is great, because actually this is one of the first times I've noticed that our wood has been dropping off for a while. On his side, he's going to keep on exploring, and so he's up to 85%. He's not very good at it. It's hard to explore when you got pants that are made out of a burlap sack and a hat that's made out of a tie. Yesterday night, God, that was horrible. I couldn't sleep the whole night. Me either. The wind, the cold, the rain, the sounds coming from the jungle. You heard the screams, too? Yeah, it wasn't a regular beast. It was large, and it was furious. If it wants to eat us, it can come, but stop the screaming. I need my beauty sleep. Well, good night, everybody. And so that actually put our fatigue up pretty high. That's not good. I should probably fix that. I'll do my best with it. We got 7 meals right now, so we'll feed all the people that are extra hungry first. Alright, actually that pretty much allowed us to take care of everybody. I'll probably feed her a bunch of the rotten stuff. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of space for it, but it's something. It'll get everybody back down to 0, so we don't have to worry about it for a while. Alright, so everybody is dangerously weak and tired right now. That event is actually brutal. That event is a tough one. She's going to die if we leave her working, so let's go ahead and work on fatigue for a bit. Everybody's looking pretty tired. Nobody slept that night. I had that happen during one of my field excursions one time, where we were essentially up all night because it was monsoon season. We were hoping we would duck the weather. Didn't work out that way, though. We were hoping we would duck the weather, and it just didn't turn out that way. And so, unfortunately, we ended up being up all night. It was like 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it was pissing down sheets. It was bad. It was bad. We had some people get washed out of the valley that they were camping in, and so in the middle of the night, we all had to kind of rouse from camp and help people move stuff so that they didn't get completely and totally flooded out. Could have been dangerous. There was a flash flood. I told people not to camp in the valley, but nobody ever listens. Nobody ever listens. Like, you can take a look at the side of a mountain. You can see where the water flows are if you pay attention. Like, you can look at it right there. And, you know, people knew it was monsoon season, but for some reason they were like, no, I want to be protected from wind. Like, What you want to be is protected from water. I camped on the top of the hill, so the wind was bad, but at least I didn't get washed out of the valley and have to spend the next 2 days drying my shit out. Better than that, half freezing to death at 4 in the morning. People don't listen, though. People do not listen. So we got, oh shit, that's the line right there. You see a big ginger lion sleeping peacefully on the ground. The Rupert Grint of lions. Alright. We got a pretty good grip of fatigue flying around right now. Although Bob's ready to go again. So I'll probably maybe let him off the hook. and then bring her back in over here because her depression's looking ugly. I'm going to let her rest for a little bit. I don't want anybody on death's door right now. That event actually kind of scared me a little bit. It gave us a lot of fatigue, which is something that I hadn't really considered, that we get AoE fatigue at any point. So now that I know, I'll keep an eye on it. His depression's 0%. Who's got a higher depression? Like, who can... Oh, man, nobody here. I guess I'll leave Alice so that he can get rid of... Yeah, I'll have Alice down there, and then that'll just work for right now. Alright, looks good. Probably leave people hungry for tonight. I don't know. Oh, look, they got along. That's nice. There's a little bit of fatigue right there. A little bit of fatigue right there. 5 fresh fish from that side. Unfortunately, most of it's going to go to waste, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I could have put somebody on... I guess I could have had Yuri cook. We don't really need the resources anymore. I just kind of keep him on it because, I don't know. I like having a big stockpile of stuff so that I don't have to do it anymore. It makes me happy having a lot of supplies. You know, Bethenny, I wanted to tell you something for a while. Yeah? I'm really glad you're here. I mean, you're smart, you're efficient, you have essential special skills, and you're fun to be with when you crack up the shell. You want to embarrass me tonight? No, I mean it. If not for our little nighttime chats, I couldn't have held myself together. Wow, that's a big responsibility you're giving me there. Don't know if I have these special skills. I'm sure you have them. You're full of surprises, Bethenny Winters. You are too. Sweet dreams, Alejandro. So they're getting along, which is nice. I'll probably just let people... I mean, I guess I could even people out with fruit. We have like a quadrillion fruits right now, so we might as well. Yeah, that looks good. Fire intensity's down. We lost 5 out of our 9. I'm pretty sure no matter what, you lose 50% of your surplus every night because it seems to be pretty consistent. I don't think I've ever had a night where I kept all my fish or where something like that didn't go wrong. So Alejandro's good to go. I'm going to put him on cooking detail, maybe, possibly, slightly. Actually, we'll just have Yuri do it. Yuri, get over here, buddy. Cook for me. And we'll see what surplus we have left after this. Ileana's probably ready to go with fishing. Move her over to there. Julia's ready to get back on the road again and explore. His fatigue's a little high, so I'll swap him back in too. Off we go. I wanted to see what would happen if he did that. I think it's just this uses the meal first, and then the second time around you gotta deal with the fact that... Oh, look at that. He still gets fatigued though. Okay, well now we know. I was curious. I wanted to see how the game would deal with it. One fresh fish. Oh man, this game. This game and its randomness. Alright, exploration's moving along. I'll probably leave pretty much everybody where they already are. His depression's a little bad, but I don't think it's going to be that terrible. He should be alright. I'm just going to let you cook that meal, Brew. I mean, technically, maybe we could help out with fishing over here, although I don't think it's really going to matter that much. I suppose I'll have him harvest for a bit. It's something to work on. We'll keep her on fishing duty. Yay, another tasty meal, just in case. Nobody wants to eat fruit anymore. They get grumpy about it. Like, we're eating fruit again? Curse this splendiferous natural bounty that we find on this island. I'm going to complain about things that I shouldn't complain about. I'm like, you know what, guys? You should be calm because you have enough to eat right now. And now we get the 15 right before it all rots. Ugh. Sometimes, Dead in Bermuda, sometimes you sadden me. Sometimes you do not gladden me, you sadden me. We've explored another chunk of jungle. I'm afraid of that lion. I don't know what to do with it. Lions are no joke. They're scary business. I don't mess with lions. Here, take this. I found these fruits in the jungle, and I know you need food more than anybody here, Bob. It's poisoned. Wow, that's nice of you. Thanks a lot. You want a bite? Nah, no thank you. I already had quite a bit of those. It's for you only. And an advice, eat them now. The others don't need to know about our little secret. Alright then. I don't feel so good. Maybe they were rotten or something. Maybe, or maybe you've been poisoned by somebody who cares about surviving. And someone who will take care of the most admirable woman he'd meet. One less burden to worry about. Hell, Bob is having a stroke or something. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. They just killed one of my characters? Dude. Just outright from like perfect health? Oh, that is so brutal. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say about this right now. I didn't realize he could kill somebody from full health down to nothing. Last time he tried a clumsy attempt at pushing somebody into a fire. I should have let Yuri beat him to death. Alright, so Jacob's got to go. If he kills people when he gets to low relations with them, I thought that he would just like injure them or act like an idiot. What we've now discovered is that apparently he can one-shot your characters. So from here on in, I think we're going to have to take some drastic plans with Jacob because I think he dislikes like 5 or 6 people now, which means that any given day, he might kill somebody. That's what we really have to be ready for, is that at any moment, he might murder somebody. So I'm thinking... God. I don't even have the words right now. I don't know if I'd agree with that design decision. I don't know. From a narrative standpoint, it makes sense. And from a narrative standpoint, I like it. I say as I tremble with anger. And then, but from a gameplay standpoint, losing your... I'm sorry, we're taking him to the art show. Losing your character from perfect health seems a little bullshitty. You know what I mean? So, the salt is real right now. I think we need to do something about Jacob, and if we don't, we're going to regret it. I may do that. I may make him eat a whole bunch of fish tonight. We got fatigue going on over here. Jesus. I say dry as much as you can. It's weird that they don't care that Bob's dead. Like, they're just okay with it. Got another backpack on the ground right here. Five ginseng juice, 5 dried meals, and binoculars. Okay, so that was basically the same thing as the last one we opened. I'll probably use the binoculars on her so that she's got to keep herself moving on up as far as exploration skill goes. Ancient knowledge, I'll probably give that back to Alejandro since he is the jack-of-all-trades character. So there it is. He gets a little bit better at everything. Man, that sucks. Bob was one of my like main guys too. What worries me is there's no guarantee Jacob's not going to run around killing people all day every day. That's the second person he's tried to kill. I'm going to load him up with sickness and I think I'm going to let him die. I think I'm just going to feed him a whole bunch of fresh fish tonight. And just let his ass die. So we got 7 meals right there. His fatigue's gonna go down, but I gotta get rid of him. If he's gonna keep trying to murder people, this could become potentially a long-term problem that I need to solve. And so if I can load him up with sickness, it sounds good to me. The only downside to that is the possibility that he might spread contagion to other people, but I think I have enough medical supplies to take care of it. Depression's a little high, but I think it should be okay. So you, sir, go die hunting. Enjoy. Hunt and die as much as you want. I'm not going to heal you. That's I could hunt him to death, too. That works. I'll hunt him to death. And then with her, 10 to 20 fruits on that harvest. That's hella crazy. Damn, son. That's so much fruit. Although I may just have her over here making medical supplies. So we'll make a band-aid real fast. Oh, it suspends it. Okay, so you don't lose the materials. That's pretty cool. And so we've got another bandage real fast. But yeah, I'm going to hunt him to death, basically. So that I couldn't... Bob was one of my most useful characters. He was good at a lot of different stuff. And losing him is going to be a pretty huge failure on my part. I'm going to break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Dead in Bermuda. We have a problem that we need to solve, and that problem's name is Jacob. So, I don't know in what universe he thinks we're going to survive better with less people, but the guy's an idiot and he's got to go. So, I'll try and finish him off. I will see you all in the next episode. Hi-do, everybody.